play the victim? I don't know. I don't know. When did black men get into playing the victim? I just don't understand how did we get to that. I don't understand how it's strong, and I don't understand how black men be bolstering their position in society via playing the victim. I just don't get it. I don't understand how that's gonna move you forward. I don't get how you have a position of power after that that's respected. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like if you cry to become the mayor of your city and you get to become the mayor of your city, you think you're gonna be as respected as the rest of the politicians, or you're gonna be looked at like LeBron James? LeBron James. No matter how great you say LeBron was, you don't even remember that Kobe and Michael used to complain. Like they used to get pissed with the refs and they would complain and stuff. But LeBron cries. You get to see him cry. So imagine a black man who cries and just keeps crying and playing victim, and finally he gets to be the mayor of a city. Ain't nobody respecting that. Black men got to get off that playing the victim thing. It's time to stay on your own tent. It's time to make something. It's time to shake something. You know what I mean? You got people, black men be crying about equality and there's no opportunity. That's just the cliche niche things to say when you really just lazy and don't want to do better and you're looking for somebody to blame, right? Because how is it so in New York City that black men are crying about opportunity and lack thereof, but in Manhattan, in Times Square, the Asians, the Chinese put their own precinct, which was up and running for almost a year before the feds decided that they can't do that. But I'll raise you one better. You could be like, that was just for a year. I'll raise you one better. How about this? How about all throughout Brooklyn, in New York, all throughout Brooklyn, all throughout Queens, and all throughout Long Island, the Jews have their own cops, have their own little hospital things, Hatzolas and Shemrins and all of that shit. So it's not a lack of opportunity. It's just a lack of doing. Let's call it what it is. It's a lack of doing. Black men gotta stop doing. Gotta start doing. It's time to stop playing the victim. How long do black men want to play the victim? The white man has his foot on my neck. George Floyd. Stop playing the victim. Mm-mm. George Floyd, you should have bucked. I'd rather take a few punches to the head than a knee on the neck because I'm getting up. You ain't put your knee on my neck, nigga. Officer, I'm sitting up. You laying down, I'm sitting up. You lay, I'm sitting up, bitch. Ah, go home, nigga. You not about to kill me out here, nigga. But they said George Floyd had drugs in his system, so I don't know. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, I heard people bring them up. I heard black people bring them up as like looking for sympathy and shit because you can't bring up, if you're looking for sympathy, bring up Sandra Bland, somebody we don't know what happened. It was just it's just mysterious. So while it's mysterious, you could just be like, it's racism. While it's mysterious, you can say anything and be correct. But when you know, excuse me, it's morning time. When you know Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend was having a drug feud as a fireman. I don't know what they was, fire people or police people. They was having beef though with in their respective uniform and with the drug dealers. You're not supposed to use them as even Tamir Rice. Rest in peace, Tamir Rice. But you can't use Tamir Rice. Black people can't use Tamir Rice for sympathy and empathy and compassion. Why not? Because he was playing with a modified toy gun. Even though the officer, you can say the officer was wrong. They said he was in a park. And that the officer shot him through the gate. Which is crazy in my estimation. But it's like, also like if you was playing Call of Duty and you was walking up the Nuketown house and you going up the staircase to one of the houses and you notice that when you're walking vertical up the staircase, there's an opposite team member laying horizontal in the staircase. Are you going to get rid of him or are you going to be, wait, let me not get the camper? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a split decision thinking. Like, sometimes if you can avoid the sniping the camper, you just tell everybody where the camp at and they stare out of that line of sight. But sometimes you be right there next to them. You don't even make a scene. Just pull a little knife out, shink, shink, get your little knife kill and keep moving. So I'm not belittling or demeaning Tamir Rice to a video game. What I'm saying is it was split decision thinking where you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you take time to get around to the park and you're like, put your hands up, he might just point it at you. And the same outcome. Same outcome, different little scenario. And then it's like, but he had a choice. But it's like, well, why did he point it at the cop? And then they're like, oh no, but he was autistic. He didn't know. They'll make up another excuse. You know what I'm saying? Trayvon Martin's way different because the cops didn't do that. So when people, I'm very sensitive about Trayvon Martin. I don't like when people disrespect Trayvon Martin or anything like that because the cops did not do that. That was not the cops. The cops actually told George Zimmerman not to follow Trayvon Martin. So I hear people bring up Trayvon Martin and be like Jesse Lee Peterson and be like Trayvon Martin smoked pot. So what? The cops didn't kill him. He wasn't disobeying lawful orders from a law enforcement authority figure. He was walking away getting chased by a ravaging racist man with a gun, calling him the N-word, most likely. I don't know. But I wasn't there. The black men gotta stop playing victim. Because as long as black men keep playing victim, what do black women have to lean on? If black women don't have nothing to lean on, if the bearers of the next generation can't trust their protectors, then what do we have? We have nothing. Stop playing victim. That's not even a manly thing to do. The government, no opportunity. Make some opportunity. Clean up the neighborhood. Clean up the hood. Get all the thugs out the hood. Clean up the hood. Start snitching. That's step one. You got to do steps before you can even get to the. You can't get to the roof before you go through the floors in the crib. You got to go through the steps. Yeah, the niggas try to get to the end result. Money. We need to have $1 million in there. Nobody putting $1 million in this place. I'm gonna tell you that from the jump. Anybody putting $1 million in this place? This place ain't. Ain't nobody putting $1 million in this place. You put $1 million in any hood right now, the people are gonna try to steal it from each other and try to use it to get over on each other. That's it. Stop blaming the white man. Racism in America, in New York, let me stop saying the whole America. In New York, most black people are not even racist by white people. They're racist by Mexicans and the Akis and the people who own the stores, to be honest. To be honest. The racism in New York City come from... New York City funny. New York City's really funny because black people really feel like the Spanish people in New York City is racist, but they're not. America racist. We joke around racist. We make racial slurs as jokes. It's just that black people are very sensitive and like to play the victim. How can this is what I'm saying? Let me say this. Black people, how can we be so violent and aggressive and offended by everything and be sensitive to everything at the same time? How can you walk around with "I'm gonna kill you" on your body, but you sensitive to so many little words? Stop the cap. It's holding the whole black race back. Stop the freaking cap. And another thing I like to say. I mean, people like Jesse Lee Peterson and all that, and they'll say the thing that I'm saying right now, just to get over it, stop the cap, and But there's a correlation with systemic racism, like my boy Dr. Umar Johnson said. They just did him dirty the other day. They shut off his PayPal, shut off his Cash App. They did him dirty. They did him dirty, man. That's a part of the systemic racism right there. That's a part of the establishment right there. But let me say one thing that's going to ring true. And it's not a playing victim thing because I'm black or whatever. I'm a nigga from the hood. I'm going to just point this out. If black people are only 50 million black people in America, the smallest group, the minority, right? I don't know if we're the smallest group, but I'm talking about just Americans, not no foreigners. Like, oh, we're Asian American. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about just black. When you come and look at America, there's two types of Americans. Americans that speak American and Americans that speak Spanish. That's it. Or maybe there could be some Americans that speak Canadian. I don't know. But it's just those two types of Americans, right? Not no Native Americans, not none of that. It's two types of Americans. Americans that speak American and Americans that speak Spanish. So if out of this is 300 million, but this 300 million, 50 million is made up by black people, and this group is saying they are the least opportunized, there is a correlation there. The smallest group is doing all the violence. The smallest group is also saying they don't have no money, opportunity, jobs in their hood, this, that, Some sort of correlation has to be made eventually. The government has to be smarter than me. Do something. Don't do no smart cities and none of that goofy dumb shit. Just do something. Them people are up top in the Congress and them rich billionaires and philanthropists. Get off your high horse and just come down to the hood real quick. So you can see, if you fix the hood, now when I say hood of America, I don't mean black America. I mean the hoods, the ghettos, the urbans, the rural areas. If these places get fixed, this is like, when you think about low income, this is the bottom of low income. If these places get fixed, America is fixed, not the middle class. Not the middle class. The middle class will always find their way out of it because they're just above doing bad, just below doing good. They'll find their way, especially if the class below them starts pulling their weight. But to pull their weight, can there be things done to help them? Can they be given steroids to make this go quicker? Yes. Fix it. They put speed cameras in the hood before they fix the potholes. Less good roads mean less trucks. There's direct correlation. I'm not playing the victim. I'm just, as a person that does his job outside a lot, I see in great neighborhoods there's big truck traffic, and communities with not so good, there's not that. Let me check something right quick. Reconnect me before I finish my little spell, man. Drinking my little Alka-Seltzer, smoking my little for the morning. I'm just saying, Black America. Not Black America, I'm sorry. The hood, the ghettos, the urbans, we could do better. We could definitely do better. And the government can help. The government gives billions of dollars. The government gives billions. Think about this. Russia is on the other side of the world to America. The closest point of America to Russia is California. Or Hawaii, I think, my bad. Alaska. I said it wrong 3 times. It's Alaska is the closest point. Alaska's not even America. Alaska's in Canada. We just own that. But they can see Russia. That's the closest point. They can see the furthest point of Russia where nothing's populated over there. It's like Siberia, what they can see. Russia attacked Ukraine. America gave Ukraine $100 billion. That is unfair to the ghettos of America. If Donald Trump put me in his office and say, yo, here's $1 billion, you have to take it to, you have to divvy this. I don't even think I would need $1 billion to divvy out between all the ghettos of America. But get me $1 billion. Donald Trump, put me in the cabinet, put me in office, give me $1 billion budget, and tell me to fit it and be like, listen, you got a year to get this. I'm gonna make sure it get in the right hands. Like if you came to Far Rock and the portion that was divvied out for New York and New York City, and it finally trickled down to the Far Rock part of New York or whatever, and you go, all right, so out of the money divvied for set aside for New York, this part gets $375,000 for this part and $375,000 for that part. Far Rock is like 2 areas, right? Far Rock and Rockaway Park. Really, it's Far Rock, Rockaway, and Rockaway Park, but you can split it in 2, right? Man, I'm not giving that money to Gregory Meeks. The whole $375,000 is going to the neighborhood. It's not going in no congressman's pocket. Nobody's taking no vacations off the White House money. No, that'd be the problem. They don't have the right liaison. I need the right liaison. I'm gonna go right to New York. You think I'm gonna go to Philadelphia and Pennsylvania and know who to go to? No, I'm not gonna know who to go to. So I can't be I could be the head of getting it to the right hands and get it to the right hands. I guarantee that not one of these ghettos, the politicians will take a vacation off this money. It ain't going to the politicians. I know exactly where to go. I'm going right to sanitation. I know exactly where to go. This ain't going to the church. I know exactly where to go. I'm going to the transportation hubs. I know exactly where to go. Cab stands. I know exactly where to go. I'm going to the hospital. I know exactly where to go. Does this area have a trauma unit? Yo, Trump, all right, send in the emergency $300,000 building fund for a trauma unit. This place needs a trauma unit. Yeah, we're going to make jobs right here. Security, little nurses, this could be the school for the residential area aid school to build up the next doctors and all that all in one. Yep. I'm going to Long Island. I'm going to find all them little abandoned buildings that look like little project buildings, rebuild them, renovate them right now. That's jobs. All that. Where did you get the money from? The same money that we was going to give to other countries. We got $1 billion budget. That's all you would need. I'm black talking like this, man. I don't see shit the way niggas from the hood see shit. Niggas like, oh, that could never happen. That's you just fantasize. Nah, nigga, I just gotta get the word to Trump, man. I gotta get the word to Trump. You know how much money these philanthropists and shit to make from rebuilding America the right way? We don't fucking smart cities. We need better cops. We need y'all to make $1 billion budget, give it to a nigga like me. I don't need the $1 billion. I need control of how the money gets divvied out, because for so long it's been done wrong. It's been done wrong for so long. They've been giving the money to the wrong people for so fucking long. It's a part of my language. You need somebody. You're too rich. You got to think about it. People who own McDonald's be too rich. They don't even understand the complaints of the customers at this point. You're too rich. In Far Rockaway on Mott Avenue, there's a McDonald's. The owner works at the McDonald's. He be at the McDonald's a lot, but he still don't understand the complaints of the customers. How I know that, how I could just pick that out, is because there's still long lines at the McDonald's. It shouldn't, with the person who owns it there, the people shouldn't be on their cell phones. They should have a great respect for him. It should, but it's not, because it's certain things he need to get done. He need part of that $1 billion budget to better businesses. Yeah, the $1 billion budget also helps better businesses. Dang, dude messed up his car. His wheel broke off or something. All he doing is collecting bottles of water. He just collecting bottles to recycle. But right, the $1 billion budget will go into the black neighborhoods, and not black neighborhoods. Let me stop saying that, because I know people who hear this equate ghetto America to being black America. That is not the black America and ghetto America is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Black America is like the middle class uppity blacks. Like that. So black America is very, 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 very small, but the hood is very, very big, because the hood is very, very, very diverse. Very, very, very diverse. The hood is very, very, very diverse. Mad people there. It's white people there, black people there, Spanish people there, foreigners there, immigrants there, all sorts of refugees there, it's all sorts of people. It's rich people in the hood. The hood is not the worst place in the world. It has the worst people in the world in it. It's because people in the hood piss in the hallway. That's what I'm saying. Black man, stop playing. Stop with the manipulation and playing victim when you don't have a problem whipping your private part out in the elevator and peeing in it. Nobody has sympathy for you, bro. I'm going to just keep it a buck. People look at black people from the hood, they be like, oh, here come, when you walk in the spot, it's like, please don't bring the spot down. And if you happen to walk in the spot and you don't bring the value of the spot down, if somebody starts to bring the value of the spot down, nigga be like, it might be your friend. Or like, oh man, protect us from this. You're looked at as the big, burly, angry person just because you're the black guy from the hood. And black people from the hood like having that aura. So how do we get to playing the victim so well? You be like, yo, black on black crime is the biggest versus to black people. Why do y'all keep bringing up white supremacy? Like, what does that have to do with anything? I've never seen white supremacy in the hood. That's because you don't understand the system that they got you in. The fact that you in the hood is white supremacy. All right, so let's say that that's true. I'm in the hood. Where I'm at, it ain't white people gang banging, peeing in the hallways, smoking in the staircase, standing in front of the store, hollering at every girl that walks by. God darn it, I haven't seen a white person do anything in the hood. You don't see white people till you leave the hood. Why white people don't want to live in the hood? Like, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Black man, stop the cap. Stop playing victim. Stop the cap. Nobody wants to hear it, and nobody's giving you no sympathy for it. I'm keeping it a buck. Keeping it a buck. You hear the music niggas listen to? Niggas listen to the most gangster music. Niggas mad at that white rapper for saying that nigga word, because he keeps saying nigga. Well, he got black Crips around him that allow him. Oh, I gotta get to this money. Give me 1 second. Let me... oh no, I'm about to turn and I'm on the right block. I'm about to turn, I'm on the right block. I'm about to go the right way, the wrong way. I was about to, you ever had to go straight to get to a corner and then you start thinking that you somewhere else? You're like, I gotta make a right, go all the way down there, make a left, go all the way down there, make a left, and then come up the block. I was about to do that. I could just go straight. I'm on this side of the square. But that's the life of DoorDash though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think fast in DoorDash. You're always thinking about the quickest route. But black people, that's what I'm saying, stop making excuses, man. We gotta do some DoorDash. What's up with black people? Black men with that crying, I just can't get with it. I just never been the type. Like it just never, I don't know. I just don't have that in me. I don't have that in me to be able to cry and blame people and be like, it's her fault. Yo, I hate that about DoorDash. DoorDash has to change that. That's why we gotta put this $1 billion budget together. Because I'm gonna get rid of DoorDash right off the jump. From the jump, we get rid of DoorDash. Donald Trump, help me do this, man. Help me do this, because DoorDash is an app ran by computers and robots, and it's trying to drive humans crazy, and it's taking humanity out of being human. People think they could just, you know what I'm saying? It's DoorDash. You hear the phone going off, or I already accepted the order in the app. I accept the order in the app, but then the order just keeps ringing and ringing and ringing, just runs your battery down, drives you crazy, all the stuff, right? Getting rid of that. But black men, stop crying, victim and playing with the manipulation card. $1 billion budget. That's all we need for the whole, Dwight Dorsey, $1 billion budget, right? For the whole every states of America. I mean, even if there's hoods in Alaska, I could touch the hoods in Alaska. I think after we use the $1 billion budget, it'll be money left over. The hood, the ghettos, the rural areas, the urbans of America will start making. They forgot how the pandemic was. The pandemic was very telling. In the pandemic, people started spending money like never before when the unemployment checks started hitting. And I don't mean on splurging things. People was at the grocery store. This is why price gouging, if people can't remember, we in the instant gratification era. During the pandemic, after unemployment was hitting, everybody was in the lockdown and all that, the stores started price gouging because people had money. The feds was coming down on people. If the milk in your store wasn't this price last week, it can't be this price this week. Just do that. Put the prices. The price of eggs, I do shopping all day. I'm about to go get these people order. The price of eggs in some stores is $8 for a carton. Put the eggs back to $4. The money that people have now can be reduced. Now they're rising minimum wage and doing all that. Deflate. Why not deflate? We need $1 billion budget to fix the ghettos of America, not the black areas. This is not pro-black. This is pro-America. To fix the ghettos of America, there's gonna be all you got to do is put money there, and the opportunity is there. When the pandemic was happening, there was mad employed people just working, doing stuff with the corona, with the vaccines and all that, in the little makeshift places. That means all you have to do is fund it. The money y'all funding Israel, fuck them. And Ukraine, fuck them. And y'all funding Palestine too, fuck them. I'm American. Fund America and fund America. $1 billion budget for the ghetto. I promise, if Donald Trump was like, yo, you're in charge of the $1 billion budget, you have 1 year, 52 weeks. From the time you say it to me, I'm going to already have started getting stuff done that day. It's only 50, I don't know. Growing up, it was that big joke they played on us with between 50 states and 52 states. And I understand the psychological warfare they played on us because of a lot of us in our 30s don't know if it's 50 states or 52 states. And some people who know the exact amount will call you stupid, but you're not stupid. It's like that dumbass Mandela effect bullshit they playing on people. They be like, oh, remember Totino's? It was never that. It was always Tot. It was the name it was always the name it was. Just like when you're coming up during my era, and us that's in our 30s, they used to be 50 states, there was 52 states. Out of Puerto Rico, is it 53 states? So as you get older, every time you know the exact amount of states, you might always and refer back to the playfulness. That's just a trick of where we're from that they play on us. But that's my time. That's my time. And one more time, I want to say, Donald Trump needs to give me control of the $1 billion budget to fix the ghettos of America, the rurals of America, the urban areas of America. I will get it jumping, and America will be back jumping like never before. I can have this $1 billion budget it's going to be incorporated with teaching people how to invest. Some people, whoever's from these neighborhoods who's not in no sort of debt, and we could work out whatever we could work out, we're gonna see if we can put you in an investing class and you can teach it to your people so you can build up. Yeah, we have a fund for that. Why they got a fund for that? Why they got a fund for Israel and Ukraine? Fuck them. I don't care, but that's my time right there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Israel, fuck Ukraine, fuck giving them money. Give that money to America. $1 billion budget. $1 billion budget. That's all we need. One. Y'all gave hundreds to Ukraine. Y'all gave hundreds to Israel. One for America. Damn, damn, damn. I'm so American. Niggas don't get it. My blood is so red, white, and blue. Niggas don't get it. I understand Charleston White. That's how American I am. I understand Jesse Lee Peterson. That's how American I am. You know what I'm saying? You have to be American. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you how like I'm from New York City, so cold-blooded patriots look at us like you're not as American as me. I'm fucking American. I am the prototypical American. I'm pro-America first.